Okay, so now we're going to go over to the fifth chapter, which is painting with light, and then we're going to talk about dodge and burn fast forward video again, and skin tone corrections. Alright, so before we even start, I have set up an action on the DVD. Have a look, because now at the moment I'm going to work quickly with an action, so I have applied this action on the DVD for you guys. At the top here, if I go to my actions palette, and then at the top I have a folder called dodge and burn. In there I have a setup dodge and burn. Now if I'm going to hit the play button here, it's going to say yes, do you want to apply this new layer? Yes. Then it's going to ask me again, do you want to apply this new layer? Yes, okay. And you want to put those two layers in a group? Yes, okay. Okay, and then I have a look. Wow, in my layers palette down here, I have a group already with my two layers. Everything's set up for me really quickly in my workflow. So now this is a super nice to have. So have a look, I applied this action technique for you. But let's delete this again and let's start from scratch and create this from scratch. Okay, what I'm going to do is go down here to my new layer icon, create a new layer, say Command A, but before I do that, go into my marking tool over here, Command A, select everything, then I'm going to press right click, go into fill, and with fill I'm going to select here 50% foreground color. Yes, I want that, so my content's okay, fill that with 50% gray color. Okay, Command D that, and now we're going to press Command J to duplicate that layer, and then we're going to rename that layer to hard light. Hard light over here, and we're going to rename that to soft light. Over there, okay. And now what now? Then we're going to go to soft light, we're going to take our blending options down to soft light, and our hard light, we're going to take that to overlay. Okay, have these two layers, select both of layers, with hold shift, and then select both these layers, press Command G, put them in a group, and we call this group dodge and burn. So you don't want to create that every time, so that's why I'm running the action script. Okay, turn this layer, open this group again, and now on the hard layer, quickly what do I want to show you guys? I'm just going to blend out everything. Why we have this hard layer and the soft layer. Now on the hard layer, what you can do is press B, and we're going to actually physically paint on these layers. So on your opacity, which you have to change here at the top, if you press 1 on your keyboard, it changes back to 10% opacity. Then we want to, I still have caps lock on, that's why you can't see the brush. So press caps lock and you're out of that. Press Control and Alt together, and now we get into the feathering mode over here again, so we can feather and change the brush size. Okay, change my brush size quite down, and also feathered. I like the feathering, that's good to me. And now I want to set with X my foreground colors back to white, and now I have a look. If I'm painting now, it's highlighting the area. If I go over it again, it's highlighting it again. And again and again. So that's a good technique to brighten areas on your image and to darken areas in your image again. So over here I can brighten, say for instance if I change my foreground colors now, I can darken in here a little bit, I can darken over here a little bit, or I can paint even more of it and darken areas. So say for instance if we want to work on an image now and darken and brighten the eye a little bit, then this technique is the best. Therefore you go to hard light, and you got a soft light. So on the hard light it's a bit harsher, and the soft it's a bit softer. So work between these two layers. I'll show you guys in a moment. On the hard light I'm going to say for instance brighten the eye a little bit in the middle. Let me just turn my brush down here a little bit. I'm going to brighten everything, and underneath the eye you also want to brighten this because we do have a lot of dark eye shadows sometimes. Then you get back with X, change to a dark color again, and in here you want to darken the pupils again a little bit, and more and more. You're going to go back to soft light and maybe just darken the eyelashes a little bit, and that's how I apply this whole technique to my image. Alright, so let's get started. Delete everything of that again, turn everything on, just the help layer not, run another action again, okay, yes I want that layer, okay, and put it in a group, yes, nice and sorted, okay. Alright, so let's get started on this technique. First on the hard layer, what I'm going to do, basically up here, I'm going to just apply it a little bit on the eyelashes and also on the eyes and on the eyebrows and everywhere where we have a little bit of shadows and need more depth. So we can just create a little bit of more 3D look, a bit more depth, you know, just get it a little bit stronger. Okay, so what I'll do is take my brush again, press Ctrl Alt and feather my brush quite a lot. Take it all the way down, and I like to keep my opacity at -7 or just 7%. Okay, on my hard layer, bear in mind again, hard layer more harder, soft layer softer again. Okay, so what I'll do is again on my hard layer over here, just take my brush down a little bit again, and then just painting over here and again over here and a little bit more, and there you can already see it how dark and how everything comes back again and how nice it looks already. It just gives it a little bit more punch. Okay, over here the same on the eyelashes and down here a little bit. And I'm then going over it once or twice. Then I'm also again working with the Vacuum Continuous 4 board up here with my pen pressure sensitivity set on, which helps me so much. So just get yourself this board, it's really, really good. Okay, paint in here a little bit more, and over here, and maybe a little bit more on the eyelashes. And now I want to switch back to soft light, and in soft light paint a little bit on here. Paint over there. This does take a little bit of technique and a little bit of practice. I'm not a makeup artist at all, or I don't know how to work with like a makeup artist, but I'm just trying my best and doing it and trying to get out that punch that I'm looking for in my image. Okay, then on soft light, I also want to just darken the sides of the nose a little bit, and also to go down a little bit more down here. And on my hard layer, I want to just darken these areas a little bit. That's why I'm never changing my opacity, just work on that same opacity. Go back to soft light, and over here create a little bit of round shapes, just make my brush super small. Then I want to go down to my lips here, and on the lips also the same effect. Then I'm going to change back to hard light and over here and just darken all of these lips a little bit, and also down here where we had a little bit of these shadows. Okay, over here soft light again. You have to be very careful with this. Okay, darken all these areas, and at the moment, as you guys can see, we're just darkening everything. So on to hard light again. I'm swapping quite a lot between these two layers. Okay, darkening all of that, and now I'm going to press X to go into white, and now I'm highlighting the areas a little bit. So over here, just brighten my lips a little bit to create that nice round shape. Okay, over here, if you can, go talk a little bit with a makeup artist and see where they're applying a little bit more brightness or darkness, so it just gets better for your own workflow as well. Alright, brighten those areas a little bit here, not too much, on the soft layer a little bit again. And basically this is all what I'm going to do for the next few minutes. So back to hard light again, and just paint over here, and just brighten those areas a little bit, and over here. Okay, I'm going to switch again with X, and then I'm just going to darken these areas on the eyes a bit here, over there. Okay, and a little bit over here, bit up. Okay, and now I'm pretty much going to fast forward the video again, and just so you guys see what I'm retouching and where I'm retouching with this. Okay, let me just turn off all of this, and there you can already see what we did with this image. It is quite hard already, so just have a look. I'm going to fast forward this video, guys.